I'm in Holly Hill Mall. This was actually used for a filming location in a horror film, Dark Awakening. The same guy who owns the Hollywood Horror Show, or does the Hollywood Horror Show in Snow Camp. But this was the scene where the little boy was sitting with his mother, and all the people started gathering around them. I guess because he had The Shining. But this used to be for years when we were teenagers. This is the mall we used to hang out at. This is where the Chick-fil-A was for many years. And that was this was our arcade. We had an arcade, well, it still is, I guess, somewhat of a, it's some game room, but it used to be a really good arcade back in the 90s when we were teenagers. A lot of the movie Dark Awakening was filmed in Burlington and Graham, and this was one of them. You'll see it. There's Dave's Furniture. Now this used to be our record town. Now it's an art gallery, which I bought a couple paintings from. I love art anyway, but still, that was kind of cool back in the day. But bought a lot of CDs there back in the 90s, mid 90s. This was the Pretzel Plus we used to eat at back in the day. And that hibachi buffet, this was the Apple House cafeteria for many years, I want to say. But anyway, now it's a good hibachi buffet, which is really awesome. Fun place to eat. I guess when this is all over and we can eat out again, that'll be nice to come there. Well, there's a little yogurt place. It's been that for a little while now. One of those old photo booths. I'm surprised those still exist. Everybody has a cell phone now, you know. Let's see what's down here. East Coast Wings. Oh, it's one of those wind hurricane simulators. I'm not that crazy about wind, so no thank you. Pet Adoption Center. There's La Casino, one of my favorite Mexican restaurants. A long time ago, this used to be our bookstore. We had a Will's Books here. Then it became Books A Million. And then altogether, just, you know, Barnes & Noble come to Burlington and pretty much put them out of business. I am in University Mall, well, University Place, but it is literally dead now. This is sad to see. Like, everything is closed. The only thing that exists now is what's outside of the mall. Like the places, like the theater and the restaurants that aren't inside the hallways, you know. Pretty cool with the photographs, the photography on the... Look at those fish sculptures. See, people can still walk. No, I do believe that when in the 90s, this was the record barn. I like that clock. But this was, I remember buying a couple Smashing Pumpkins albums in this particular store when it existed in the mid 90s. It was like a record town or record bar. I think somebody said it was the record bar, but. Oh, wow. That's sad to hear. Well, thank you for telling me.
Well, I thought you had more.
Yeah. Well, I didn't know that. I was just talking about the 90s. That used to be the record. I used to buy CDs there. So I am documenting it, yeah, and getting photos. Yeah, but thank you for telling me. Thanks. Okay, so she said it's gonna be demolished soon. So I am glad to be doing this. But yeah, dude, that blue tile is cool. So the theater and the restaurants will stay, and the I don't know how they're gonna demolish half of it, and then I guess they'll find a way. There was a cool restaurant here. I forget the name of it. The Bear's Den or something. It's like that. Oh, okay. No, that's a radio station. I don't know what'll become of that. W Chapel Hill. It's like an independent, you know. The Hill. 97.9. But this was really cool. I know one of these restaurants, Roy Williams would come after games one day a week, and he would do an interview here. Here's the Chick-fil-A. When I was a little kid, when I was a little toddler, I peed. I just whipped it out and started peeing in a Foot Locker. My dad had to pick me up like a football and start running with me. I wouldn't pee on him, but he told me, him and my mother have told me that story. It was embarrassing for the family. This Accord. Very cool. Kind of cool to get all this, get the little intricacies of this place and all the details of the mall. It's kind of, malls are a dying thing in America. And oh, I remember years ago in the 90s, back in the good old days, Thomas Kincaid Gallery being here. They were so big in the 90s. Now it's he kind of got caught for, creating his art on having an assembly line to kind of create his work. Something happened to where he was they found out that, but they used to they would dim the lights when they were showing his art in here. It was they had his galleries all across America at different malls. But here is where the Southern Seasons was, and I really thought that Southern Season and the new theater would bring this mall new life, and it just didn't happen. That's interesting.